People think that going sober is about quitting something. But for me, and maybe for you too, it's more about learning how to sit with yourself without having anything helping you regulate, especially regulating your emotions, right? Because when you go sober, your emotions are going to be all up in the air. You're going to be in withdrawal. You're going to want to crave. You're going to want to continue smoking or going back to whatever it is that you're addicted to, right? For that safety, that emotional regulation that, for me, cannabis has provided. When you first quit cannabis, you go through these difficult emotional times within yourself because there's nothing helping you regulate your emotions anymore. You're now in raw reality, and that can be scary sometimes. That can be very difficult to go through for some people. It's helped me regulate my emotions. But now it's no longer about cannabis being the addiction. It's about what cannabis provides me, that is the addictive nature of it. This mindset, this mental state that I get into when I smoke my little micro joints, it gets me into this state where I'm able to see things more clearly. My emotions aren't as overwhelming. They feel a bit numbed down. Yes, cannabis numbs your emotions, but if you smoke too much, they numb them completely. But if you only smoke a little bit, you still feel your emotions, but they don't feel as overwhelming. Disclaimer, okay, I feel like I should mention this, is cannabis isn't for everyone. If you're someone that's not addicted to cannabis, you don't see cannabis as your tool to survive in this world, then don't use it, okay? Don't use it. But if you agree with cannabis, if you like cannabis, the mental states and the mindset that you can get into can help you see things more clearly in such a different perspective, in a way that you're able to see all angles of a situation, right? Instead of just the one that makes you react emotionally. But how do you stop smoking? How do you actually put it down? So if you're smoking too much, right? Think of this as your baseline, okay? Your baseline is here. Now, when you smoke a lot, your baseline starts lower, right? So let's say it gets to like here, okay? But here is your normal baseline. So if your baseline's over here, you need to smoke more and more just to get to the same baseline. If you only smoke a little bit and you use it with intention, baseline, instead of it being normal, it's maybe a little bit lower, right? So it becomes easier to put it down. And if you only smoke like once in a while, then your baseline is pretty much where it's supposed to be. So then you don't really need to smoke that much anymore. And eventually, you're able to put it down and it doesn't feel like it's heavy. It doesn't feel like you're giving up something. Don't think of it like you have to quit something. Think of it like you're giving yourself space. You're giving yourself time. Think of it like a relationship. If you're busy fighting with your significant other or a friend or your family, you need space away from them. Think clearly. Come back to that person or that situation so that you're coming from a grounded place. It's not about cutting out that person completely from your life. It's about giving yourself space to breathe, to calm down, and to come back in a more grounded way.